welcome back to the Anchor of the Week, where we have hard conversations, hear people's stories, and challenge perspectives. I'm Courtney.
And I'm Zach.
And we are back here on the streets of London to bring you an On the Streets episode. Yes, we are currently in our series about worldview, basically how different people perceive the world. And what better way to find out how people perceive the world than asking them, unbeknowingly.
Yes.
Right?
I'm mostly interested in seeing if people are like willing to answer.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, these aren't simple questions, are they? So
No.
we're going to try and simplify it.
Exactly.
So we have worded questions differently.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to see.
Yeah.
We're going to see.
One of the main things as well is to show, because the past two episodes, of course, we've had like the big questions, right? And they've been a little bit more complex, but this can be something as well in normal conversation, you know, or something that we want to make, I don't know, attainable. Is that the right word?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Anyway, so let's see how this works out. Let's see if people are receptive. And I'm looking forward to finding out what people have to say.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Hi, excuse me, miss? Miss, excuse me? What do you think happens to a person after death?
They die.
And then what happens?
They go to heaven if you love the Lord.
Thank you. Can I ask you a question, sir?
Yes.
What do you think makes a human being a human being?
Wow. I think their hearts actually. Yeah. Depends what we're living through and what we're feeling, and that's what we reflect against people. Yeah, I think the heart.
And that makes us different than other things.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Respect. But what makes a human a human?
Food.
Food, yeah, our need for like survival.
Water. Air. Yeah. The skin.
That's a great point, actually.
Yeah. The body.
You're really thinking.
The
If that's it, that's it. That's totally fine.
yeah, that's it.
Amazing. Thank you so much. What makes a human a human?
Well, I think there is difference between of animal and human. That human, they say that when bone fracture was broken and one human was scared, looking after each other, then he was alive and he was continue life. But animal will not sacrifice, and other animal will kill him. So that's basically why we are human.
That is beautiful. I love that so much. Thank you so much. Bye. A question. Yeah? Amazing. Okay, the question is, what makes a human a human?
Their capability to love, to feel.
Amazing. Great. Thank you so much. That's perfect. All right, so that was our first question. What makes a human a human? Yeah. I think we got a lot of very similar answers, which is interesting. So like on this kind of aspect, a lot of people feel the same, right? We got a lot of heart, capability to like feel things as well, which is true. I think something that really stuck out to me is what the lady was saying about like when you like fracture something and like we have this thing where we want to take care of other people. You know, we look out for one another and we will sacrifice ourselves for each other. But whereas animals, they'll just like eat that other animal, you know, or like let it die, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I've never thought of that.
No.
But yeah.
But
it's
I think
nice to hear,
yeah, it is such a cool, I think,
perspective.
picture as well. Like, yeah, like we not only do we feel things or whatever, but we are like willing to sacrifice ourselves for other people and take care of other people.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think that really actually impacted me. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Big shout out, yeah.
Yeah, but I think
Go on.
No, I think this one, as I said, I think it's cool that everyone kind of, for the most part, agreed on what it was to be human. Because I feel like with this and worldviews, there's a lot that we don't agree on, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And obviously we did clarify kind of where we stand on things, but just to also reiterate, like obviously we believe that we're made in the image of God. Yeah. So it's like we take this to the streets because we really want to hear what other people have to say, but also not. We almost kind of want to make sure that like people know like where we stand
Where
on
we
this,
stand,
right?
yeah.
I think that's probably the best way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
And a little bit of a different style of interviewing.
Yeah.
Which was
If
a
you guys
lot.
haven't noticed,
Yeah.
we are going to make some sort of blooper reel
There's
because
too many good things. Yeah.
just
too many
watching
good
us
stuff.
jogging after people that want nothing to do with us is pretty, pretty entertaining. Shall
Cool.
we head on to the next question?
Let's move on. Hello, mate.
Hello.
What happens after death?
You go to heaven or you go to hell, depending on how good you've been in your life.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
I'll go to hell 'cause I've been terrible.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that,
At least,
mate.
at least I'm honest.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. What makes? Well, do we just keep going here? Yeah, we'll keep going.
That messed you up, didn't it?
What makes you think that? What makes you feel it?
I don't say, yeah.
You don't want to go into it.
I don't choose where you go. When you go, wherever they take you, wherever it may be. But I will say something, yeah. I went to see my dad yesterday, and he had a heart attack 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago. And he said, son, he went, I was at a party with all these ghosts from every era in this hall. He went, I hated it. So whether he see it for real, or whether he's going, what do they call it?
Like seeing things.
No, not seeing.
Hallucinating.
Is it where you lose your mind?
Dementia.
Dementia. Yeah, whether he's, but you know, say he told me about this party, mate. I wanted to be there.
Do you believe in a God then?
I believe in God, yeah. Yeah, I believe in ghosts. I believe in God.
The supernatural.
Wherever it may take you, it takes you.
Thank
happy days anyway.
Nice one, mate. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Nice one. What happens after death? Quick question. Quick fire.
Nothing. I think once you die, that's it. I believe that you leave.
No, keep going.
My thought is that you imprint on the next generation. So that's your legacy. After death, I think you die, go into the earth, done.
Right. And so so your legacy is onto your kids then, I guess, right? Or to future generations.
Any political interest you have, anything. I just don't believe in life after death. I'm not religious. I believe this is it.
Thank you so much.
Sorry for getting tongue-tied.
No, that's great. That was great.
Yeah.
Thank you. What happens to us after death? Quick fire.
It depends what religion you believe in.
Okay, brilliant. Right, go on. Keep going.
I'm in a bit of a rush.
Oh, sorry, mate. Okay, well, what do you believe in?
I'm Muslim, so I believe in Allah, and when we pass away, there is a hereafter, so heaven and hell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm a Christian, that means I'll go to heaven and hell. Right, okay. So I've got my own end, and you've got your own end. Is that right?
There's similarities.
Okay.
So yeah, ultimately, we believe in Jesus as well, but he's a prophet, not God. So yeah, there's differences, but yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Nice one.
Cheers,
Thank you.
mate. Take care.
Hello, mate. On the bike. Can you do this on the bike? Oh, love it. You've stopped for me. Thank you so much. Okay, we have a quick fire question. We're on camera. It's so chilled, though. Right. What's your name, mate?
Jim.
Zach. Lovely to meet you.
Okay.
Quick fire.
Yes.
Do you believe in life after death? If so, what happens?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Well, there's no need to apologise.
No, I'm sorry, we don't.
What are your thoughts then? Give us a little quick view on your worldview.
Wow, that's a tricky one. Why are we here? And why are we more intelligent than everybody else? And why are we making a complete codswallop of it? I don't know.
It's a mystery. Brilliant.
Yes.
Appreciate your
Cheers,
thoughts,
guys.
mate. Take it easy. Excuse me, can we ask you a question? It's a quick, very short answer. Okay. Do you believe in life after death? And if so, what happens?
I try to believe to a life after death.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of anything.
What do you believe? Do you believe anything concrete, or you're just not sure?
No, I'm not sure. I can't be sure.
That's perfect. Thank you so much. Great. Thank you. So the next question was, what happens after death?
Yes.
And if anything happens, what happens? Okay, yeah, that was literally the question. Anyway, there was so many different answers for this one.
Yes.
Which was really interesting. There was one guy who was talking about how he's going to go to hell.
Yeah.
So that was a bit intense. I won't
Yeah,
lie.
yeah.
But he seemed to really make light of it. So
Yeah, came up and made jokes with us after.
he
so
did. Yeah,
respect.
Just let you guys know he's okay, so to speak. Yeah, but really he's
Yeah.
not. But yeah, there were things about how there was a Muslim guy as well who's talking about his beliefs a bit. There was a lady who said that she does not believe that there is anything after death. And she was talking about how kind of our legacy is passed on, even like our political views and stuff like that. That's like our legacy, and how it's not a case of like anything happens. It's just what we leave to the generation after us, almost, not just our kids, but
which is very interesting, because I feel like a lot of people that don't believe in like the afterlife kind of go, well, then what's the point of doing anything here on Earth? So, which to me, honestly, is really sad.
Yeah, but the point is to leave your
legacy.
Yeah.
So she had this view of like, I don't think anything happens, but like life is still worth living to its fullest, and like being really, I don't know, a good person, doing your best, whatever it is. So I appreciate that from that kind of point of view.
Yeah. There was a lad on the bike, legend. He was talking about how like we're really intelligent and great people, but we muck everything up. And if you don't know what muck means, it means mess everything up.
Yeah.
So
Translation.
Quick translation. Yeah. So he's just like, we just mess up everything in this world. So different answers. It was really cool. Honestly, it was really good.
Yeah.
Good to see what the people think. Yeah. But obviously, we believe.
There it is.
There it is.
We do believe in heaven and hell.
Yes.
Yeah, because of God, obviously.
Yeah.
But that is another interesting point, is that a lot of people believed in heaven and hell, but maybe couldn't describe it to us or why. You know, obviously for us, it's not just, okay, it's a thing that we believe. But like, okay, if we choose to believe in heaven and hell, it's because we believe in God. And because we believe in God, we believe in the Bible. Because we believe in the Bible, we believe in what it says. You know what I mean? It kind of like, so you're able to, I don't know if explain it is a better word, or have a deeper understanding of it maybe. So I hope that the people that do believe in heaven and hell, but don't know why, look into it.
Yeah. Cool. Let's move on to the next question.
It's super quick. It's just for a podcast. But do you believe in any sort of God? No.
Even though I went to a Catholic high school, no, I don't. I resent my parents for sending me there. I think it's a load of rubbish.
Thank you. Fair enough. Hiya. How are you? Question. Do you believe in any sort of God?
I believe there's something. Right. Yeah.
And by that, like an energy, like a higher power?
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make sense that it wouldn't be.
And why is that?
Because just everything that exists, I suppose, yeah. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Thank you. No worries. Awesome. Guys, I have a quick rapid fire question for you. Do you believe in any God, gods, higher power, anything like that?
Yeah.
What is your belief on that?
A little bit of both, I would say, because I come from a Christian background, but I became spiritual, so kind of in the middle. There's a somebody up there. There's a something up there. I don't know if it's Jesus or God, but there's a something.
Yeah, and what does like the term spiritual then mean to you?
Just a belief that there is more power in the universe. I don't control anything. You know, fate happens, universe happens, things happens for a reason. So I feel like that is my spirituality, just believing that things happen for a reason.
Great. Thank you so much. Question for you. Do you believe in any sort of God, gods, higher power, anything beyond our physical?
Maybe.
Maybe, okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because what is heaven and what is hell?
Right.
It's different places, but yeah, maybe I believe, but I haven't decided yet. No?
Great. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so that was our next question. Do you believe in God, a God, the gods, higher being, power whatever? But that, okay. We got some pretty, different answers than I thought we were going to get. We got either absolutely not, or I'm not really sure.
Yeah, or like there was the idea of like, oh, there's a higher power, yeah, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Okay. Is that a fear of committing?
It is. It is. Yeah, it is. Like, it is, yeah.
Yeah, right? Because you believe in something, you want to believe in something. You know that, like, there's the one guy that we were talking to, and he was like, I asked, how do you know that there is something, even though if you don't know what to call it? He was like, we'll look around. Like, how do you, essentially, how do you explain all of this?
Yeah.
Right? But I'm like, okay, so then, I don't know, land on something, you know?
Yeah. I feel like, well, I mean, to commit to, like, there being a God, then that means you need to change the way you live, right?
Oh, well, there it is, yeah.
Well, it does, so...
It's a different accountability, I think.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, it means you have to sacrifice your life, or at least sacrifice...
Hey, but isn't that what makes us human? Going back to question number 1, is that we sacrifice.
It is. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, but we obviously believe that. No, anyway. So yeah, but I just it is ignorant, I think, without trying to call people out in that sense. But
no offense, guys. No offense.
But it is. It's kind of not taking your life as seriously as you should. So. But that is so interesting to me because it does say like deep down you do believe something, that you do believe there's a God, but it's just a case of like you're actually just not willing to give up. So it's not a case of like believing and not believing. It's like if you're willing and not willing.
Yeah.
You know?
Or do you think maybe some people just haven't been exposed to like a correct example of what that higher power could be?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, like
yeah,
because we're surrounded by, we go to a church, don't we? And we're surrounded by people who are Christians as well. So it's a lot easier for us to be kind of like, of course, like or a lot more influence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for other people, it's like they don't see it as often.
Yeah.
Apart from when we ask them a question on the street.
Yeah, and we had that girl at the end as well that she's saying she was Christian, but she's kind of moved on to spirituality, which I think is a super common thing.
Yeah.
That's been going on. That's been going on. That probably always has been happening.
Yeah.
But again, I do wonder what it is, that makes people kind of detach from something more concrete.
Yeah.
To go with something that gives them maybe the same sort of, or a similar satisfaction maybe, or a similar security.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more in the air. I don't know, less grounded.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. But
yeah. But we believe in a God.
We do. If you haven't caught on yet, now you know.
Now you know. Cool. Next question. Excuse me, mate. Quick fire question. How do we as people know what is right and wrong?
By knowing how to do the right things and how to do the bad things.
But what makes it right or wrong? Because it's two different things, right?
Yeah, doing the right thing is always, like deep down inside your heart, you know that it's the right thing. And doing the bad thing, it's usually makes you feel guilty. Yeah. So I think that's it.
Great answer. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you. Hello, mate. How you doing? Okay, quick fire question. Oh, sorry, I've just interrupted. Oh, we're filming. We got another camera. Brilliant. So we are just asking people random questions. Quick fire. Obviously, give us your best answer. But how do you know what is right and wrong? How do we as humans know what is right and wrong?
It's quite a big, difficult question. I don't know how to
answer. Yeah. Okay. So how do you, if something's right or wrong, how do you know? Like, is there like a standard that we live at, or is it something deep inside of you?
Yeah, there's something deep inside that says, it's intrinsic. You just know.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Excuse me, mate. Yes, we found you. Okay. So, quick fire, mate. How do we as people, as humans, know what is right and wrong? Your best answer.
Know what's right and wrong? Yeah. I suppose it's within the moral, right? Okay. And it's what you're taught. It's what you're taught as you grow up. So I mean, a lot of philosophies talk about different things. I wouldn't be able to name them because I don't do philosophy. Yeah. But some people say it's based on what you yourself believe will benefit you. Other people. So I don't agree with that. Yeah. I think everyone kind of knows what's right and what's wrong, and they will just. So, some people ignore it, some people don't. That's pretty much my views.
You mentioned something about like how it's like taught to you, right, from your parents and stuff. So you think your parents set that standard for you? Do you think?
I mean, I believe so. Yeah. I believe my family has tried to teach me these kind of things, but I mean, it takes one mistake to learn from it, So you're not always gonna be moral, but I feel like you can keep trying to be, and that's what I'm trying to do. So.
Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate that. Take it easy. Excuse me, miss. I have a question for you. Quick fire. What? That's okay. That's fine. Yep. Your best English, no problem. How do we as humans know what is right and what is wrong? How do we know what is right and wrong? Like, how do we differentiate? I always get that word. The two.
I think it's related to your education, your background, and you have this feeling whether you should go that way or this way. Like gut feeling. Yes, like a gut feeling. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much. Hello, miss. Hello, how you doing?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
That is so good to hear. I have a question for you. It's quick fire, but give me your best answer. How do we as humans know what is right and what is wrong?
You make a mistake, then you'll realise.
Brilliant. So through your mistakes?
Yes, through your mistakes.
So what if I don't make a mistake? How do I know?
Then you're not human. Everyone makes mistakes.
I think that deserves a fist bump. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Right, the last question we asked was, how do you... Okay, I always get this word wrong. Differentiate?
Yeah.
Differentiate?
I think determine is a great...
It's a much better word. But, yeah.
Differentiate is the word you're looking
to
for.
say the word, yeah.
Tune in next week to see if Zach knows how to say differentiate.
Yeah, like what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah.
I found people didn't really have proper answers for this, you know?
Yeah.
I found like, I just found people were really unsure, or they put it down to their gut and things like that. So nothing real.
Yeah.
Which there's a point in that, and I feel like there's something to be heard or whatever. But it's not anything concrete, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, because I feel like, but I think it goes back to like the do you believe if there's a God question, because you have to essentially say, like we all know that there's right and there's wrong, right? Like we know that we should not murder, you know, but we do know that we should, you know, share our toys when we're kids. You know, like all these, those are two very extreme and very non-equal examples, but that's okay. But you have to almost admit to that there is a standard if you say, okay, this is how we know what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the God question as well, like admitting that, okay, like there is an absolute truth. There is, like, something in that sense.
Yeah.
So I think, well, like, yeah, in our guts, and I know we believe that obviously, like, God created our conscious and, like, what's the word? Like he's written the law on our hearts or something like that, where it's like, we know what is good, we know what is not good.
Yeah.
But if you're not willing to admit that there is a standard of good and bad, or good and evil, or right and wrong, then how can you put that into words?
Yeah. Yeah. Well
Yeah.
said.
Nah,
yeah.
there you go. Left him speechless.
No, yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
I had a lot of fun on this episode.
It was really fun. Yeah. It was good.
It was good.
Yeah, we tried a slightly different style today. It was a bit of a laugh.
It was.
What's the guy that you referred as like? Billy
on the streets,
Yeah,
guys.
Billy on the
That's
streets.
our goal, our aim.
today, yeah.
We'll have a pound coin and
Yeah.
start yelling at people. But that's fine.
Yeah. Cool. Brilliant. Thank you for tuning in today,
Yes.
team. Yeah. Where can they find us, Courtney? You can do the honors.
The honors, the absolute honors. As always, guys, you can find us on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms, as well as TikTok and Instagram, all under at the Anchor of the Week.
Bang on. Brilliant.
Yes.
Yes. Stay tuned for next week.
Yeah, we'll keep going in the series.
Yeah.
Got some good things up our sleeves. And hopefully this episode, encouraged you to ask people these questions in a very chill way.
Yes.
I don't know if I could say it any better than that.
No, that's perfect. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
We'll see you soon, guys.
See you later.